What is up, Flight fans? So I wanted to talk to you about something really serious today, because I think, as we all know, DCS is in a lot of trouble right now. I mean, just look at ED. They're in such a bad economic state that they've not managed to pay Razbam in over a year and a half at this point, so they really have to be hurting, and I think it's down to us, the players, to fix this. I was trying to work out what we could do. Obviously, we all want ED to be rich and successful, and no one wants the owner to stop buying his private planes, so let's see what we can do. And when I looked at ED's #1 competitor, which I think we can all agree is War Thunder, I saw something that they were doing that ED is sorely missing. That's right, of course, it is microtransactions. Microtransactions are one of the best things to ever hit gaming. Back from the early Horse Armor days, they've given massive options for people to put lots and lots of money into games and have seen real benefits. Now, as for what microtransactions we could maybe see in DCS, well, I think a really good place to start would be in cosmetic microtransactions. So yeah, right now there is a huge range of plane liveries available for you to download yourself on the user files. These are lovely liveries made by a huge range of very dedicated people, but the problem right now is ED doesn't actually get any of that money. And so, well, what if ED started charging for it? So yeah, why would you want to actually pay for this when you can get them for free right now? Well, other than just making it so it's impossible to get for free, which I'm sure ED could work out, well, how about one of the things that's missing? Right now, you can make your plane look like a horrendous hentai neon pink smashfest, but no one else gets to see that. No one else is forced to see whatever you have chosen to paint on your horrible creation. Compare that to War Thunder, where you can make the most horrendous scheme and force every other player on the server to look at it. Well, maybe that's something that we need here, so maybe the cosmetic purchase isn't so much for you as to make everyone else sitting with you on the taxi rank look at exactly what you've done to the F-16. And that's all well and good, that'll certainly open the door, get things started, but ED needs some really big money makers, and cosmetics just aren't really going to cut that. We need something that affects gameplay. And what better way to mix improving gameplay with ED getting lots and lots of much needed cash that they will clearly reinvest into the game than consumables? I think DCS is in the perfect position for consumables in the form of that absolute fan favourite from World of Tanks, that is golden ammo. If you're frustrated at not being able to get any kills, well then how about a nice AIM 120 that you can just slap onto the side of your F5? That'll give you a real edge in the Cold War setting. Or you're finding yourself running out of ammo too quickly in a combat sortie, well then how about paying a couple of quid and getting a free refill on all of your ammo, letting you fire off another 6 of those AMRAAMs at whatever you want to. And with ED already working on the F-35, why not continue with things that they don't have access to and just put in the whole range of modern countermeasures in there? No need to stick to what is real and known. How about just blasting out a massive EMP and disabling the radar of everyone near you? I think that's a pretty good bargain at about $5, and will surely add a lot more variety and pacing to those multiplayer dogfights. And I don't think that single player should be left out of all of this. Single player is a very big part of DCS, and so why not give it a little love too? I mean, right now we can skip missions in single player campaigns, but that's free. What if that had a $2 charge? I think that would be perfectly reasonable, and certainly rack up some extra dollars for ED. And the problem is, even with all of that, I don't think that's going to fix the situation. And so once again, looking at ED's competitors out there, I can see one major thing that is missing. Not just microtransactions, but everyone's favourite version of microtransactions. That's right, loot boxes. Right now, we can just buy the module we want, when that's one-off purchase that goes to ED, and there are certainly some modules that struggle compared to others. So what if we eliminate the choice, make it a little bit of a gambling game? You buy a box and a random module drops out of that box. It could just be a set of liveries. It could be that F-18 that you've been desperately wanting for years. ED get the cash, you get a module, maybe one you didn't want, but a module. And I think we can all agree that watching those little loot box opening animations are the greatest thing that has been added to gaming since Invisible Walls. Throw that together and I think we can all agree that that will put ED into the black and make DCS a much better game for everyone to experience. Now, let me know down below what you thought of this. Of course, you agreed, but how much did you agree? And of course, leave your ideas for other gacha mechanics that ED can fit into DCS. Until next time, enjoy April Fools, and remember, don't be a dick.